If you're targeting any of the exams like MH-CET, then very clearly you will have to solve questions which are short and they should be solved in very less time, generally under 10 seconds. The question is, can we do that? The answer is yes. And can you learn? Definitely you can learn those tricks, those small points that can help you score very well by maximizing your time. So in the next couple of minutes, I'm going to talk about a couple of questions where all you need is a lots of common sense and speed, and you can build it by practicing more. For example, let's have a look at this question from one of the previous year papers. Now the question is known as Syllogism Question. In these questions, you're supposed to find out which of the given conclusions is correct. These questions generally can be done under 20 seconds, especially if you have practiced them or if you are aware of the rules. For example, if you know that in a syllogism question, if one statement is positive and the other statement is negative, then the answer that follows, the conclusion that follows, must be a negative statement. What do I mean by that? In syllogism, negative statements are those statements which have got no or not or never or nothing like words as operators. For example, no A's are B's, A's are never B's, A's are not B's, or nothing that is A is B, something like that. These are called negative statements. So what's a positive statement? Positive statement is a statement which does not have any of these words, like all A's are B's or some A's are B's. Now, if one statement is positive and the second is negative, then the conclusion has to be a negative conclusion. Now you can also think it like this, that if I have a conclusion which is negative, for this to follow, one of the preceding statements should be negative. Now look at the conclusions in this question. The first conclusion is a negative conclusion because it has a no in it, and second conclusion also is a negative conclusion because it has a no in it. Now, can these negative conclusions follow from only positive statements like all lions are tigers, all tigers are dogs, all dogs are cats? Not at all. So what is the correct answer then? Correct answer is straight away neither first nor the second. So if you know these small tricks, they can be very helpful in scoring very good marks in short span of time. You can do these questions in or under 10 seconds. Now let's have a look at one of the previous year questions. This can be done in 5 seconds. All you need is loads and loads of common sense. For example, you have to find the odd one out. Mosque, monastery, temple, cathedral. If you know mosque, temple and cathedral, all three of these are places where people go and worship their gods. But in a monastery, though a small temple-like structure can be part of it, but in a monastery, monks stay, meditate, learn, etc. That means this is not a specific place of worship, and therefore this is the odd one out. These questions can be done even under sometimes 1 or 2 seconds, and that's all you need in these questions, right? Let's have a look at another one. Now this is a typical cause and effect question. Now if you look at the cause and effect questions, all you have to do is you have to find the relation between the two statements. This is an actual question from the previous year paper. Now if you look at the statements, first one says the vehicle manufacturer have increased prices of vehicles. Have basically means the statement is talking about something recent, maybe in last 1 week, last 1 month, but not 2 years back. Have very clearly indicates something recent. The government has recently increased duty on vehicles. If duty on vehicles have gone up, then prices are likely to go up. That means if this cause has taken place, then this effect can take place. That means B is a cause and the second is a cause and first one is an effect. That means the correct answer must be option Bombay. So if you use common sense, if you practice well, you can ace any of these logical reasoning sections with ease. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it at all. Let's look at one more question. These are known as statement and conclusion questions. The statement says Industrial Revolution, which first of all started in Europe, has brought about modern age. Now, conclusion means that if I use the word therefore here between this and this statement, then they should make sense. So from this statement, if I put therefore in between, it should lead to one of the two conclusions. Industrial Revolution, which first of all started in Europe, has brought about modern age. Therefore, can we say that disparity between rich and poor results in revolution? Anything about rich and poor in the previous statement? Not really. So can we conclude this? Not at all. Revolution overhauls society. Overhauls basically means it changes the society completely. Now, if the statement says Industrial Revolution, which first of all started in Europe, has brought about modern age, very clearly statement is talking about Europe. In that context, we can say that revolution does change society. And that means in this case, remember the assumption is that it is talking about Europe only, is definitely we are going for conclusion second. So all you need to do is use the word therefore in between and check which option is making sense. If you do these tiny things, very clearly getting right answers won't be a problem. For more such sessions, make sure you press the like button, press the subscribe button, also press the bell icon, because we keep on doing a lot of sessions regularly. You would get notifications, and you can follow us also on our social media channels. Spread the word and stay tuned for more. We would bring of course new and very effective content regularly. Thank you so much for watching this.